This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined over Zoom by Bryce Hall. It's good to see you, Bryce. How you doing, mate?
Hey, what's up? I have a mustache.
Is it cool having a moustache?
Yeah, dude, it's like kind of a sign of maturity.
When you go meet people for business meetings and stuff, the fact you got a moustache now, do they take you more seriously?
Oh, they take me way more seriously.
Really?
It's the mustache. Like the mustache is like a business thing. Like as soon as I like fight again, I'm just gonna shave it off. But this means business, yeah.
But what about the beard?
The beard we cut the whole thing off. It's just the mustache.
Okay. Okay. Does the beard not make you look more manly, more mature?
No, because I have like a 13-year-old's haircut, so I just need like the mustache. It kind of makes me look like I'm kind of hitting puberty.
Okay. Well, you're telling me I'm always making sure that I no moustache, no beard.
But
Um,
I need to ask you, how old are you?
how would you think I am?
Like 18?
I turned 19 in May, a few days ago, so I'm
Oh
19
my
now.
God, I was right. I was right. You're so young.
Well, you're not. You're old yourself. You're only what, 23?
Yeah, I'm 23, but like 18, man, doing interviews. That's congratulations.
I appreciate it, Bryce, but for you though, you were still popping when you were 18. You still kind of had the world on your shoulders at that age, at 18, 19,
I
20.
started social media when I was 14.
Mm.
A
So when you were my
little
age,
kid.
you were like blowing up. Everyone knew Bryce Hall was. You kind of had that kind of pressure.
I wouldn't say everybody, but I was starting to get like some traction online. Yeah.
Mm. How do you think that shaped you as a person who you are today? Do you think you're more mature now? Do you kind of face the world a bit differently compared to others who are your age?
Um. See, I would like sit here and say like I'm mature, but I'm totally not. I'm just a normal 23-year-old that just has a lot of eyeballs watching me.
Hmm. I guess everyone is young on social media when you're so big. But what I want to know, now you seem like such like a nice, friendly guy. I guarantee people in the comments will really like you. But when did you make that switch? Because it seemed like a few years ago, you're kind of, I don't mean rude, like you're kind of more cocky or more brash, but now you seem like a guy you'd have a beer with almost.
It was um. So I started blowing up when I was in that like sway house, and I was doing like a lot of things to try to get as many eyeballs on me, and that just so happened to be like a cocky douchebag, and it worked.
But
If you asked anyone how I was in person versus my persona online, it was like just an amplified version of myself. So I am confident. I'm a confident person, but when I would go in front of a camera, it would be like, "Hey, I'm the best at whatever the hell I do," and then people would be like, "No, the fuck you're not," and it would get social interactions, causing people to have a polarizing opinion about me.
okay, right, right. But then when you went on podcast, do you not do many podcasts or streams back in the day? So I guess when you go on podcasts and streams, you have to be incredibly good at, I always say this, you have to be an incredibly good actor, put on a persona, to put on the act, to act kind of cocky or brash. Because you can do it for 10 minutes, but to do it for half an hour, 40 minutes, or 3 hours, 4 hours, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, no, the loud, outlandish um me was hard to. I mean, like I never did it for like an hour. It'd always be like certain parts of my videos. And same with the podcast. I would go on a podcast and I'd have like my moments that I knew that were going to go viral across platforms. So I
Hmm.
would say something like outlandish. But
Hmm.
hey, don't get me wrong. I'm still cocky. Like I'm a cocky guy.
But it's good. It's the entertainment world. As Keemstar always says, it's entertainment world, and you do want to sort of that. But I think we got mutual friends with Bryce. You know Jeff Whittick and Steven quite well, don't you?
Yes, I actually love them.
And
Not
Jesse,
sexually. I just like them as people.
and Jesse as well, MTV Jesse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. I like Jesse. I had Jesse on the other week, and I've always kind of looked up to Jesse, so it's good to have him on. I saw on your Twitter you were saying your big announcement coming soon. Any hints you can give me for that?
Um, Oh, okay. Man, I should have like prepared for this. Like I have no media training. I should have just prepared for this because I knew you were gonna ask me about that. Um, okay. So there's a big announcement coming soon. You know, I like conveniently right after I posted like me hitting pads. Um, if you put two and two together, you kind of know what I'm hinting at.
But I just called Mams Taylor, the head of Misses, for this, and I was like, I'm about to interview Bryce, any news on him whatsoever? And Mam says we haven't got any kind of fights booked in yet.
So remember the reason I stopped the like I couldn't fight on Misfits. It was because of my contract.
Contract, which
Like
contract?
my movie contract.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's done.
You're a
That's
free
that's
man.
just done, dog. I'm a free man. I can get my face fucked up again.
So there we go, Bryce. Why people like you because it's rare nowadays. I guess it's more a British sense of humor that people take the piss out of themselves. It's more of a British thing than Americans do. So being around a lot of Brits and a lot of Americans, it's more a common thing for Brits to do. So there we go. Who then? I guess we'll talk about this actually. Let's break this down slow and steady. I looked up your weight earlier. It said 200 pounds. You've got a lot of muscle. How much are you weighing right now? Is it around the 200 mark?
I'm at 180 right now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I dropped like 50. I was never 200 pounds. I dropped like 15 pounds. But I'm gonna go back to my old weight, like 165.
Okay, so that must be my question. I can say, would it be quite difficult fighting all that muscle mass against a lot bigger guys who are a lot bigger than you?
So I stopped really training lifting. Like I don't really do heavy weight anymore. I just do explosive work.
Hmm.
I'm starting to get. I'm not in a specific camp right now, but I'm in like training again. I'm back in like a gym. I have a guy that comes over and does pad work with me just for cardio. I run again, but yeah, I'm not in a specific camp yet because there's not a guaranteed opponent yet.
So it's 165, I guess between 175 165, where you aim to be fighting at.
I prefer lighter. I
Oh,
like
okay.
I like being light. Like 165 is a good weight for me. 170 max.
That's good because all the fights, all the bigger fighters, the money fights are at 170 or between 165 170. So you kind of got a good area there, haven't you?
It's a good weight class. A lot of people that are bigger in that weight class, and I'm in that weight class, so I'm ready.
Do you still keep up with all the influencer boxing or the Misfits Kingpin events yourself?
I watch every single one.
Oh, really? You're a big fan.
Yeah, yeah. I watch every single one. I was in that space. I needed to like keep my eyes on potential opponents.
Mm. But do you think for yourself though, when you fight, there'll be a beef for that certain person, or do you think it'll be like a manufactured beef, or how do you think you'll set it straight? Do you think it'll be a mutual respect? Do you think you'll be fighting someone you
Um,
don't like?
I mean, it just depends who I fight. Like Ryan Taylor, I do still want to fight that kid. He keeps talking shit on Twitter, but I think I wouldn't even need to be the outlandish shit talker. This guy just has a mouth on himself. He'd make himself sound stupid, and I would just respond witty. But if it was somebody like KSI, um, which I would love to do, um, that would be some beef. It'd be funny though. I don't even hate KSI. I just think it's funny every time I interact with any sort of um, boxing content. He has an opinion on it. I don't know how it fragiles his like. I don't know what I do to make his ego go through the roof, but I just posted myself like hitting pads. Like even just that was not me like practicing anything. That was just me practicing one punches. Like, hey, okay, I'm doing an uppercut. Okay, right uppercut. All right, straight right. All right, left hook. It was like not combinations, and then he had his own opinion on it. I didn't even mention the kid. So, like, that would be a real beef boxing match. I think. I don't even hate Deji, but I want to box Deji too.
Well, the TikTok made me laugh was when Deji called you out after your last fight, and you did the TikTok of what did I do wrong? Yeah, because you said nothing to Deji. It made me laugh.
I was watching that fight live with like me, Josh Richards, and like a bunch of other guys, and then we were like, "Oh, Deji just like beat Fusi off, yeah!" And then all of a sudden we were watching like I wanted to see. I was like, "Okay, I bet for some reason he's gonna just call out me because we were going back and forth for a while, and then he says it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was hilarious!" And I made that TikTok right after.
You're like perfect. There's one. There's a video for today. I know you hang out with kind of the boys. You kind of the LA scene. Anyone else you know who'll be getting involved in the influencer scene though?
What?
I know you kind of all your mates, kind of Josh Richards, all your friends out in LA. Anyone else you know who'll be getting involved with the influencer boxing scene? Do you reckon?
Dude, all my friends are like scared to do it.
Way to bait them out, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what I have to do to convince them, but like they're very scared. And they say it's like, oh, they have different ventures coming, but they're scared.
Well, I guess that's the thing to do, right? You can say,
Like
oh,
taking a public loss is like very hard to do. And I don't think any of my friends have the balls to do that.
it's tough, but I believe now because it's been what 7 events plus a Kingpin event plus social clubs event. It's become more of a normal thing now. It's not as bad as it once was. I feel to take a loss of Misfits because it's only five
Yeah,
taking losses and then bounce back. It's
unless you're
more like
halal
UFC
ham,
nowadays. Sorry, come
unless you're
again.
halal, unless you're like halal ham, and then KSI will just shit on you randomly. Did you see that random
I saw
shade he
Ham the other
just
day.
threw
Ham's
at
really
that?
nice. Say that, come again.
I've never met that guy, and I didn't even know who it was. I had to like Google him, and I now remember it was the guy that Salt Puppy fought first. But why did KSI just randomly like bring that guy into it?
Well, Halal Ham fought a guy called Ginty in the Telford card, Misfits 0045. I can't remember which one it was. One of Jay Stringler main evented against Nick LMAO. And Halal Ham and Ginty, the really yes, it was those two. Halal Ham and Ginty, the really boring fight. So maybe that's where the dislike comes from.
I didn't even know he fought 2 times.
He's fought a couple
I
of
watched the Nick. I watched the Nick and Jay fight. That Nick kid can actually hold his own.
He's your weight
He was
class as
like,
well.
yeah, I know. I wanna like spar him. We were talking about sparring.
Yeah, I interviewed Nick. Like, I don't know if you saw it. Well, actually came out today, but I interviewed him a few days ago. He's down to spar you. You'll be happy to take that on.
Yeah, 100%. That kid's a good kid.
He is. He's a really nice guy. Just going back to the KSI beef though. What do you think is why does KSI not like you? Where do you think the origins come from? Like all the way back in the day?
I think it's because I trolled his hairline a little bit.
But isn't that more of a common thing to do nowadays? Or was
Yeah,
it
I know. Like I don't know why he's so mad. But I mean, I think it's because he knows he would win in a boxing match against me, but if it was MMA, I would actually kill
what about a street fight?
him. Yeah, that's like MMA, like 100%.
So you'd beat KSI in a street fight.
I would actually, yes. I'll just go along with it. Yes, I would.
There we go. There's a title. There's a title of this interview.
I know. That's why I
Perfect.
said I'll go along with it.
Moving on from boxing though, Bryce, it's good to see you. Anything else for yourself though, business wise, YouTube wise, TikTok wise, anything else coming up?
Dude, I just launched my the main reason I also want to get back into boxing because I just launched my alcohol brand called Blackout, which is super sick. It just launched in California. So every time I get into a boxing match in between rounds, I'm gonna be drinking Blackout. And most 21 plus people, I hope you guys try it too. It's really good.
Well, in the UK I can have it, but in America I can't because of 21. I don't know why that rule exists. It's so annoying.
Oh yeah, that is so stupid. All right, I'll go to the UK and I'll bring some for you to try.
Thank you. Well, what's funny actually, because I was in Vegas. I think we were in the same room together actually, but I never bumped into you. It was in Las Vegas in January at the AVN Awards.
Oh my God. Was I hammered? I must have been drunk.
I didn't. I think you had your bleached hair then, but I was. It was the same day. Where I was going around. I interviewed like Mike there, Skybury, and I interviewed everyone there. Um, but I didn't bump into you. But we're in the same massive room.
That's crazy. I literally was there. Yeah. I was with Abella Danger and Johnny Sins.
I interviewed Johnny. He's actually quite a humble guy. He's really nice. A few more things though. Your alcohol brand is it like vodka? What kind of is it
It's an
shots?
RTD, like a ready to drink cocktail in
Okay,
a can.
so you can have that in your shorts and blackout on your shorts. Good promo.
Yeah, blackout in the shorts, blackout in the rounds. Like, if Mams like and KSI want to agree to making blackout like a big part of Misfits, shit, I'll fight every single card. You know what I mean?
It's good promo, to be fair. It's good promo. I guess in the post interview, you can shout it out there as well. And that's when I guess the most eyes will be on you. That sounds pretty
Hey,
good.
you hear that, Mams? Though I just said like a really good deal. We should talk about Mams. I know you're watching this.
Mams will watch this. He does tune in. But Bryce, I do appreciate you coming on. I've always wanted to interview you, so it sounds pretty good. Misfits, they haven't got I spoke to Mams on the phone. They haven't got the cards yet ready, but they should be announced very, very soon. So we'll be hearing from you very, very soon. I do appreciate it though, Bryce. Thank you.
All right, dude. Very nice to talk to you.